You're packed into a tight economy seat. Knees crushed, armrest gone, sleep impossible. But a few rows ahead, someone's lying flat like it's a hotel bed, sipping champagne. And here's the twist. They didn't even pay full price. What if I told you that you could sit there too, without spending thousands? Stick with me, because in the next few minutes, I'm sharing 15 real airline hacks that can move you from cramped economy to first-class comfort, sometimes free, sometimes for just a few dollars. These tips come straight from airline staff, loyalty pros, and frequent flyers, and they work in 2025. And here's the kicker. By the end, you'll know more about upgrades than 99% of travelers. While they're fighting for overhead space in row 32, you'll be up front sipping juice from a real glass. So before we take off, hit subscribe and stay to the end, because number 1 unlocks a VIP level upgrade almost nobody knows about. Buckle up, let's start the countdown. Number 15. Be friendly with airline staff. This upgrade trick costs nothing, yet it's one of the most powerful. Airline staff, from gate agents to flight attendants, deal with hundreds of passengers every single day. Many of them are tired, impatient, or demanding, especially when flights are delayed or seats are limited. That's why a calm, friendly traveler instantly stands out. When you greet them with a smile, use their name from the badge, or simply say thank you for your help, it changes everything. It shows respect and reminds them that not every passenger is difficult to deal with. And here's where it really matters. When a business or first-class seat opens at the last minute, the staff often think back to the passengers who were kind and easy to talk to. They can't upgrade everyone, but if they have a choice between a polite traveler and someone who complained all morning, the friendly one almost always wins. Even if you don't get the upgrade, being kind makes the whole journey smoother. You'll notice better service, faster help, and genuine smiles along the way. So the next time you fly, remember, the best upgrade sometimes starts with nothing more than good manners and a smile. Number 14. Use the airline app before check-in. Here's a simple trick most travelers never think about. A day or two before your flight, open your airline's app, not just to check your ticket, but to look for upgrade offers. Around 24 to 48 hours before takeoff, airlines start lowering the price of leftover business or first-class seats. You might see a small message that says "Upgrade available" or "Bid for an upgrade." These offers are often much cheaper than what you'd pay when booking. Sometimes people move from economy to business for less than the cost of an extra suitcase. The key is timing. Check your app more than once, and make sure your notifications are turned on. Airlines often release these deals for only a few hours, and once they're gone, they're gone. The night before your flight is usually the best time to check. You don't need any special status or membership, just be quick and pay attention. So before you head to the airport, take one last look at your airline app. That quick tap could turn your middle seat into a reclining chair, a real meal, and maybe even a glass of champagne. Number 13. Dress to impress. It might sound simple, but the way you dress at the airport can make a real difference. Airlines want their premium cabins to look professional and polished, so when they have to choose someone for a last-minute upgrade, appearance can matter. You don't need a suit or high heels, just clean, neat, and smart casual clothing. Think of what you'd wear to a nice dinner or a meeting: a tidy shirt, jeans or slacks, and comfortable shoes. Avoid flip-flops, ripped clothes, or loud graphics. A well-dressed traveler gives off confidence and respect, and staff notice that. Flight attendants and gate agents often say that when two passengers are equally eligible for an upgrade, the one who looks the part usually gets it. Dressing nicely also changes how you feel. You stand taller, act calmer, and look like you belong in first class. Even if you don't get the upgrade, you'll still walk through the airport feeling sharp and ready. So before your next flight, leave the sweatpants for later and travel looking your best. It's a small effort that might just open the door to a much better seat. Number 12. Watch for aircraft changes. Here's a sneaky upgrade opportunity most travelers never notice. Airlines often swap planes at the last minute. Maybe a smaller jet gets replaced with a larger one that has extra business or first-class seats. When that happens, a few new premium spots suddenly appear, and the first passengers to ask usually get them. The trick is to check your flight details every few days before departure. If you see that your aircraft type has changed, for example, from an Airbus A320 to an A330, that's your moment. Log into your booking or visit the airline counter and politely ask if any new seats have opened up. Gate agents often need to reassign passengers when a plane swap happens, and being early and friendly gives you the edge. Even if there's no change, it's worth checking the seat map again the night before your flight. Sometimes airlines release blocked premium seats for operational reasons, like weight balance or crew use. Most passengers never look, but those who do often score the best spots. A quick peek at your booking can be all it takes to move you from a crowded middle seat to a roomier, quieter ride. Number 11. Be early and ask politely. One of the easiest ways to get an upgrade is simply to ask, but how and when you ask makes all the difference. Gate agents are the ones who control the final seating chart, and they're also the people who decide who gets those last empty business or first-class seats. The secret is timing. Don't wait until boarding begins when the counter is crowded and stressful. Instead, arrive a little early when things are calm and walk up with a friendly smile. Say something like, "Hi, I was wondering if there are any complimentary or discounted upgrades available today." That one polite sentence works far better than hints or demands. Gate agents remember the passengers who treat them kindly, and when an empty seat opens, they often think of those faces first. Even if the flight is full, they can note your name in case a spot becomes free before takeoff. The key is to sound kind, not pushy. Being early shows you're proactive. Being polite makes you memorable. And even if you don't get the upgrade, you'll still enjoy friendlier service because good manners go a long way at 30,000 feet. Number 10. Use seat maps to spot empty premium seats. Here's a simple insider trick that can quietly boost your upgrade chances. A day or two before your flight, open your airline's app or visit websites like Seat Guru or Expert Flyer. These tools show which seats are already taken and which are still empty, even in business or first class. If you notice several open seats near the front, that's your sign the flight isn't full. When you check in or speak to the gate agent, mention it politely. Say something like, "I saw a few seats open up front. Are there any upgrade options today?" This shows you're alert, informed, and respectful, not pushy. Airlines often need to move people around for balance or comfort, and when they do, they'll remember the friendly passenger who asked nicely. Checking seat maps also helps you spot better economy seats that might open at the last minute, like exit rows or bulkhead spots with extra legroom. It only takes 5 minutes, but it can change your whole flight experience. Most people never bothered to look, but now you know better. A quick peek at your booking can be all it takes to move you from a crowded middle seat to a roomier, quieter ride. Number 9. Volunteer for an oversell. Here's a smart little trick that most travelers never think about. Airlines often sell a few more tickets than there are seats, expecting some passengers not to show up. But when everyone does, they suddenly have too many people, and that's when opportunity knocks. Instead of stressing, walk up to the gate and say, "If you're looking for volunteers, I'm happy to take a later flight if you can offer a better seat on the next one." Keep your tone friendly and helpful. The airline staff will appreciate that you're making their job easier, and in return, they'll usually offer something generous, a travel voucher, meal credit, lounge access, or even a business class seat on the next flight. It's especially effective during busy travel times when every flight is packed and they need volunteers fast. Think of it as trading a little time for a big upgrade. You get rewarded, they solve their problem, everyone wins. So next time you hear that announcement about an oversold flight, don't roll your eyes or panic. Walk up, smile, and volunteer. That small moment of patience could turn an ordinary day of travel into the most comfortable flight of your life.
Number 8. Fly during new route launches.
Here's a clever upgrade opportunity most people completely miss. When an airline launches a brand new route, the first few flights are usually not full. Many travelers don't even know the new destination exists yet, and the airline wants those early trips to look successful. To fill those empty premium seats, they often upgrade passengers for free or at a huge discount. You can take advantage of this by keeping an eye on airline websites or travel news for new routes. Booking one of the first flights gives you better odds of getting bumped up and also lets you enjoy a quieter cabin and newer planes. Crews on new routes are usually extra friendly too. They want to make a great first impression and keep the reviews positive. Even if you don't land in business class, you'll still get a fresher experience with upgraded entertainment, cleaner interiors, and often more legroom. So next time you're planning a trip, check if your airline just opened a new route. Those early flights are the perfect time to test your luck, because you might end up sitting in a first-class seat before the rest of the world even knows that flight exists. Number 7. Use credit card travel perks. This is one of those travel secrets hiding in plain sight. Many people have credit cards that quietly come with flight perks, they just never use them. Airline and travel cards often include benefits that go far beyond earning miles. Some, like the Amex Platinum, Chase Sapphire Reserve, or Delta Reserve, give you priority for upgrades, early boarding, or even free lounge access. Others let you use your points to pay for an upgrade instead of cash, which can save you hundreds of dollars. Before your next trip, take 5 minutes to open your card's benefits page and see what's included. Look for words like upgrade offer, priority services, or elite status boost. You might be surprised at what you find. Even mid-level cards can come with hidden perks like free checked bags or bonus miles that help you reach elite status faster. Airlines love loyal customers, and holding the right card quietly moves you higher on their list when seats open up. You've already paid the annual fee, so let it work for you. Swipe smart, book wisely, and you might find that the little piece of plastic in your wallet is your easiest ticket to first-class comfort. Number 6. Stay calm during delays. Flight delays and cancellations can turn airports into chaos. Long lines, loud voices, and frustrated passengers everywhere. But here's the secret. Staying calm can actually work in your favor. When schedules fall apart, airlines need to rebook passengers quickly, and they often reward those who are patient and kind. Walk up to the counter with a smile and say something like, "I know it's a tough day for everyone. If you're rebooking passengers, I'd be happy to take a later flight, maybe with a better seat if that's possible." That friendly, flexible attitude stands out because most people are angry or impatient. Gate agents remember the travelers who make their jobs easier, and those are often the people who end up in better seats, get meal vouchers, or even lounge access while waiting. Staying calm doesn't just help you, it makes the entire experience smoother. Delays are stressful, but your reaction can turn them into opportunities. So next time your flight is delayed, take a deep breath, stay polite, and let your good attitude do the talking. While everyone else complains, you might quietly end up flying in comfort, all because you kept your cool when it mattered most. Number 5. Use points or miles for upgrades. You don't always need to pay cash for first-class comfort. Sometimes the points sitting in your account are all you need. Most airlines allow you to use frequent flyer miles or credit card points to upgrade from economy to business or first class. The trick is knowing when and how to do it. Upgrades usually open up closer to departure, once the airline sees how many premium seats are still empty. Log into your account a few days before your flight and look for the option that says Upgrade with Miles. Choose flexible or upgrade-eligible fares, sometimes marked as Y or B class, since those clear first. You can also call customer service and ask if there's any upgrade space available. Using miles this way often gives you far more value than spending them on a free flight. A few thousand miles could turn a long, uncomfortable journey into one that feels luxurious. So before you spend money, check your miles. It might already hold the key to a business class seat. Don't let those points expire unused. Turn them into extra legroom, real meals, and a much smoother trip. Number 4. Use the 24-hour recheck. Here's a simple timing trick that many travelers overlook. About 24 hours before your flight, when online check-in opens, airlines start releasing seats that were previously blocked, including premium and exit row spots. Why? Because people cancel, upgrade, or change their plans at the last minute, and those better seats suddenly become available. The move is easy. Set a reminder on your phone and check your booking right when check-in opens. If you see open seats near the front or in premium rows, grab them immediately. You can also ask politely at the airport counter if any upgrade deals are available. Sometimes the staff will move you for a small fee or even for free if they need to rebalance the cabin. This same 24-hour window is also the best time to spot aircraft changes or seat map updates. A quick refresh might reveal openings that didn't exist before. Most people never check again after booking, which means they miss their chance completely. But you'll be one step ahead. It takes less than 5 minutes and can make a huge difference in comfort. Remember, the smartest travelers don't just book early, they check again right before takeoff.
Number 3. Travel solo when possible. Flying alone might sound less fun, but it secretly gives you a big advantage when it comes to upgrades. Airlines find it much easier to move one passenger than an entire group or family. If a single seat opens up in business or first class, they'll almost always offer it to a solo traveler first. You're easier to relocate, and it doesn't mess up seat assignments for anyone else. Even at check-in or boarding, staff quickly notice who's traveling alone, especially if you're polite, flexible, and traveling light. That combination makes you the perfect fit for last-minute seat changes. Frequent flyers swear by this hack, especially on busy routes where airlines are juggling full flights and tight schedules. Of course, you can't always travel solo, but when you can, it's worth it. You'll get through security faster, board easier, and have a better chance of being upgraded when the opportunity appears. So next time you plan a short business trip or weekend getaway, consider flying alone. You might just find yourself sitting in a wider seat, sipping juice from a real glass, while the rest of the plane squeezes into row 32. Number 2. Mention a special occasion. If you're flying for something special, a honeymoon, a birthday, or an anniversary, don't keep it a secret. Airlines love making special moments memorable, and when there's space, they sometimes offer small upgrades or surprises to celebrate. The key is how you mention it. Don't sound like you expect anything, just say it naturally when you check in or board. For example, "We're celebrating our honeymoon today, and we're really excited for the flight." That one line can make a difference. Flight attendants and gate agents enjoy creating nice moments for passengers, and a genuine happy tone stands out far more than pushy requests. Even if you don't get moved to business class, you might still receive a free drink, dessert, or a sweet note from the crew. It's all about being warm and respectful, not demanding. These small gestures make your trip feel extra special, and sometimes luck does the rest. So next time you're flying for a big event, share it with a smile. You never know. That simple moment could lead to a surprise that makes your day unforgettable. Number 1. Fly off peak. Here's one of the easiest and most reliable ways to boost your upgrade chances. Fly when everyone else isn't. Airlines are far more likely to offer free or discounted upgrades on flights that aren't full, and that's exactly what happens during off-peak days. Avoid the busy times like Fridays, Sundays, and Mondays. Instead, aim for midweek flights, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, or Saturdays, when fewer people are traveling. Early morning departures and late-night red-eye flights also work in your favor because they're usually less crowded. With fewer passengers, flight crews have more flexibility to move people around, and that can mean an unexpected upgrade for you. Off-peak tickets are often cheaper too, so you're saving money before you even board. The best part? The whole trip feels calmer. Shorter lines, quieter cabins, and less stress overall. It's a simple shift in timing that can completely change your travel experience. So next time you plan a trip, skip the weekend rush. Fly when others don't, and you might find yourself stretching out in comfort. Proof that sometimes the smartest travel move is just picking the right day to fly. And there you have it. 15 simple tricks that can turn an ordinary flight into a first-class experience without spending thousands. Now you know upgrades aren't about luck, they're about timing, attitude, and asking the right way.
So which hack will you try first? Tell me in the comments, I'd love to know. If this video helped you, give it a like and hit subscribe for more real travel hacks airlines never mention. Travel smart, stay polite, and maybe next time you'll be the one relaxing up front, sipping juice from a real glass while the rest of the plane squeezes into row 32.